Hey, it's Patrick, and we're heading into a pretty good Friday here. It's had a great week here, and I did something kind of spontaneous on the way back from volunteer time that I want to tell you about because I want you to kind of carry it forward into your environment this weekend. One thing I want you to start doing is looking around your environment. And what I mean by looking around your environment is look at the place where you spend all your time, your bedroom, your living room, your kitchen, all those things where you have to see 3, 4, maybe 5 walls all the time, and look at how it makes you feel. And what I'm kind of getting to is you kind of have to set up your environment, not kind of, you actually have to set up your environment to where when you walk into a place where you spend a lot of time, and again, it could be your kitchen, it could be your bedroom, it could be your home office, it could be your corporate office, it doesn't really matter, it could be your gym. You have to set it up in a way that always uplifts you. Now, what most people do is they make the mistake of just dealing with the 4 walls, kind of a plain off-white. I'm in my home office right now, and behind some of the stuff I have up, it's just kind of off-white paint, kind of a generic paint that people paint their walls. It's just, what we do out of habit, plain carpet, not much fancy paperwork, not much fancy artwork, excuse me. But what you can do and what you should be doing is putting things on your wall that remind you of your mission and your goals and your life and your aspirations and your fitness and your family and the money goals and the travel goals and all those things you have. So you can leave your 4 walls to be some kind of plain Jane vanilla color, and you can leave your desk and your computer backdrop and your phone backdrop and all those things to be this kind of middle of the road plain. Or you could constantly remind yourself and the people around you and your family and your kids especially that you are on a mission, you're on a path, you're on a journey of some sort. And that should be reflected in the things that you do and say every single day. So some things I've seen people do, for example, are it's very easy these days in 2019 to order custom phone backdrops, to order custom laptop backdrops. And what I did today is on the way back to my office is I stopped by a Signs Now here in Oklahoma City, and I ordered a giant, well not giant, it's large, Stop Doing Nothing banner for my office. So pretty soon, what you're gonna see behind me as far as backdrops is I'm probably gonna rearrange where I record videos, and there's gonna be a Stop Doing Nothing. And that way it's, when I walk into my office every single day, it's imprinted on my brain. I can't help but walk by, I can't help but think that every time I sit down and do something, answer an email, make a video, tweet someone, text someone, that is my mission. And when it's also going to be a good backdrop reminder for you when you watch videos, and for other people too, when they watch videos, to basically remember why you're watching and why you happen to be a fan or in my tribe. I just want that to be constantly imprinted on you. So if you're someone, let's say you're someone who has big travel goals or big job goals, I want you to start doing things like you used to do as a kid and take cork boards, or remember when you used to take magazines, you used to cut out images and imagery and things to remind you of things you want to do when you grow older. Well, that's perfectly acceptable to do as an adult. So if you have big travel goals or big money goals or big car goals, or like me, big airplane goals, I want you to do that thing where you cut out pictures of things you see that you want to be in your life, and I want you to put those up in a place where you see, what's going on with my phone there? Where you see them all the time to remind you of that. So when you sit down and you think about doing some random shit on the internet, you remember, oh, you know what? I don't work to do random shit. I work because I'm on a mission. I'm on a path, and hopefully that makes sense. And if you've done this before, I'd love to hear your thoughts and the comments around this video or on this podcast. But again, just kind of change the walls and change your environment and make it so you are kind of embedded in your mission and embedded in your goal and embedded in your dream, and you have no choice but to see it and imprint it on your mind every single day. I know it may seem like a minor thing, but that imprinting after a while just becomes ingrained in you, and it guides you, and it makes sure that you don't, that you maintain that focus, that you maintain that discipline, and you don't get lost up in the noise everybody else gets lost in, because that's the big difference between people who are highly successful and people that are always wishing and dreaming, is the discipline and the day-to-day and the small stuff, the small little minor things that you can do to keep yourself on that path. So if you haven't done that, please do me a favor, get on that, do it yourself, and stay tuned for the next video. Make sure you subscribe, by the way, and follow, because hopefully by the next time I put a video up for you, you'll see my cool Stop Doing Nothing vinyl backdrop with the brand colors and the font and everything when I pick it up from Signs Now, hopefully next week. Have a good weekend. I appreciate your follow as always. And if this has been useful, do yourselves a favor. Follow, like, share it, and share it with a buddy and tag a buddy who kind of needs to change their backdrop and their maybe boring life from one that's more exciting, and to remind them of the good things they have going on in life. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.